Hi everyone, and welcome back to Jessie Lifestyle at Home. In today's video, I'm sharing with you the embarrassment that is my attached garage. It's unfinished, it's kind of ugly, it's really dirty and cluttered up with everything. Leave me a comment below if your garage looks like mine, just to make me feel a little bit better. Leave me a comment if your garage is organized and clean and a place that you actually like to hang out in. We don't really hang out in this garage. We hang out in the big shop, our big pole shed, my husband's shop garage in the back of the property. This one is where shoes go to die because we don't allow shoes to be worn in the house for everyone that lives here. So they just pile them up here in this like little garage entryway. None of the walls are finished or painted. I just throw my boxes over the railing and let my husband deal with it, usually to take to recycling. And yeah, it's time to just clean it all out, get some more organization. I need to sand down a couple spots on the walls. I want to just get everything cleaned up because I'm planning on doing a big end of year declutter before the end of the year. I guess that would be the end of the year declutter, but I just want to kind of get my house cleaned out of things that I no longer need or want. But before I can do that, I got to get all the stuff that I'm taking to the donation thrift store out of the garage first. So first things first is I'm going to tackle all of the cardboard. It's kind of a joke because my husband is like, can't you just break down boxes? And I'm like, nope, it's your job, and throw it over the railing. But joke's on me. I'm going to break down all of the cardboard and get it loaded up because him and Malcolm are riding on the golf cart and checking out a yard sale next door. So I figured while they're doing that, I can kind of be helpful and break down all of the cardboard that I've thrown over the railing and gather the cans and bottles that we're also taking to the recycling. Next on our list of things to do, we took all of the donations to Salvation Army and got everything cleared up. A lot of it is like baby stuff and some of my Rae Dunn that I decluttered, and just kind of the stuff I didn't need anymore. I'm really trying hard to get rid of things instead of hoarding them and keeping on to them. I'm just using the pink spackle to fix cracks and crevices, and I'm going to go through and caulk as well later after I prime everything. But we're just getting everything ready to be painted. Today's video is sponsored by Craft. They have sent me a drywall sander, and this will be perfect to hit all of those rough spots on the drywall. I'm going to sand it down and then prime and paint, and it's gonna look like new. This comes with so many accessories as well. This Craft drywall sander is so beginner friendly, I can't even tell you. Like, it comes with really comprehensive directions and explains everything and all the attachments, and it comes with so many accessories. It comes with a storage bag, an extension pole, a shoulder strap, vacuum hose adapters, vacuum hose, safety goggles, hex wrench, O-rings, hose clamps, a user manual, sanding disc set, dust collection bag, and a proactive connector. As you can see, it was super easy to put together. And also we have it connected to the dust collector bag via the vacuum hose. And I'll just show you a close-up of all like the little levers and how to use the extension pole. It's super easy. All right, so this is the Intercraft drywall sander fully assembled with the vacuum hose and dust bag for a cleaner dusting experience. It has a expandable pole. Yep, so you can get those high areas. It has a little strap as well to help carry the weight.
Increase speed of the sander.
Okay.
Low speed, high speed.
Cool. And again, the dust gets sucked through this hose and into that bag instead of flying all over the place. It also has a light, so you can really see, so you can really see all what you're doing and get a really smooth, professional sand. You have this nozzle at the top as well, which controls the suction of the dust collector. There's a little attachment to help when you're doing ceilings and you don't want the head of the sander moving all around. You can put that right in place and it'll help give you a more rigid pole. We don't need to drywall the ceiling, sand the ceiling, but if you use that attachment on the head, it keeps a sturdy, rigid pole for sanding.
This is 12 feet.
And this is 12 feet. So my husband is about 6 foot tall and our ceilings are about 12 foot tall and we can easily reach the ceiling with this thing. This Intercraft drywall sander is definitely beginner friendly. Everything that you need is right in the box. You don't have to buy something separate. The dust collector is right in the box, the hose, everything that you'll need comes right in the box. And that is, even though everything you look really professional using this, it is definitely weekend warrior, new to DIY, new to sanding. It's definitely friendly for someone just starting out. We only had a couple spots in this garage that needed some holes filled and things sanded in, but my husband's shop, the big shop out back, all the drywall is like peeling over there, and it's been on our to-do list to fix all of the peeling. So this sander is going to come in handy and you'll definitely see it in future videos as well. And don't worry, I had a try with it as well. I was able to lift it and move it around. It was really kind of fun. And look at all of the drywall dust we collected that isn't flying all over my garage and making my hair turn white. And once you are done using your Intercraft drywall sander, you can fold everything up and put it in the really nice and neat storage bag that came in the box as well. We love having a place to put things, so a nice little tidy storage bag that we can hang up on a hook in the garage for easy access is awesome. So if you are in the market for a drywall sander, or you're looking for a nice gift for one of the men or women in your life, definitely check the link below because I will have all the information on how to purchase this sander. Now it is time to prep for priming and painting. We've had this beadboard in our garage for like quite a while. over a year, I think. And as I was over here prepping everything for paint, I was like, do you think that beadboard would fit right there? And it was literally perfect. Literally perfect. I love when that happens. I am just using some Valspar wall primer to prime. I'm definitely priming since this is like bare drywall. So I just want to make sure everything is sealed and I won't have to use like 3,000 or 4,000 coats of paint to cover all of this. And I'm just using a regular paintbrush and I I wrap it in painter's tape and stick it on a pole so I could reach all of the high corners that, you know, that I can't normally get around an edge. I'm trying to use as much of my stockpile of painting stuff that I have. I definitely wish I had an extra big roller, because when I was going around and painting the most of the inside of the house, I used I think I want to say 18-inch roller. I could be wrong, or maybe it was 15, but it was a big roller. The one I'm using now is about 9 inches. And while it does a good job, I wish I had. I think when I'm going to do the ceiling eventually, I'm going to use the bigger roller because it just takes less time, less effort to cover everything. And already I can see a massive difference in just priming. It really gets my motivation. Like, I have dreaded painting this garage because there's just like a lot to cut around, and it's just, I don't know, for some reason we just didn't have the garage on like top of our list of things we wanted to renovate. I don't know, we don't hang out in here. Like I said, we just drive in here, I get my groceries out, our big freezer is in here, but other than that, like, this is just like a big, like, we pass through here, you know what I mean? But just painting this wall right here got me so excited to tackle the rest of the garage. My husband and Malcolm had a little bit of ice cream, so they wanted to make sure that I could have a little bite. And since I was out here working hard, we swapped duties. He's watching Malcolm, just hanging out with Malcolm, doing fun boy things, and I'm in here painting because my husband does not like to paint. He's not a very good painter. He doesn't have patience for that kind of thing. And I actually love it, and I thrive on it. It's very peaceful. Like, I'm listening to my audiobook, I'm listening to music, and like, this is my jam. Like, I really love doing this. And like, he came out to watch me a couple times. He's like, "You're really in your zone." I'm like, I just really love this so much. It's so silly, but I just feel really good when I'm doing something that I love to do. You know what I mean? I don't know. Might sound silly. So originally we were going to just paint the wall where the beadboard is, the wall where the door is, and like the little teeny part of the wall where the electrical boxes were. But I was like, hey, it wouldn't take me any more time to just kind of quickly do this side wall. We did not have time to do the entire garage this week. It's going to have to do 2 parts because my husband travels away from the home Monday through like Thursday, Friday, for the next upcoming, basically till Christmas. And so I had to just like make a hard decision that like we're going to do half the garage this weekend and the other half probably the following weekend or the weekend after. So I'm going to make this side of the garage look super pretty, and then we'll tackle the other side of the garage when we have time. So you know that phrase, if you give a mouse a cookie, he'll want a glass of milk? That's me. Our main focus was this entryway. We wanted to clean this up, get more storage and all of that. And so it started, well, okay, why don't we just paint these walls, make it look super fresh. You know, we're going to put up our coat hook and make it all look pretty. And then once I got that done, we were like, oh, well, why don't we just do this one wall so we can like continue it. And then we were like, oh, well, since we did this little teeny wall, we might as well do over here. but it's super late and I want to finish this project to get her done. It's probably going to end up being like a couple weekends. We'll work on the other side of the garage and get that done and that cleaned up. I still need to donate more stuff over here because it's just, we got a bunch of stuff over there that just needs to go. We've been holding on to it for no reason. But yeah, I want to do one little project. It turns into a whole crazy project, and look at my hands. Whew. I went inside and my husband was working on cleaning up the banister. He's like, I'm sorry, I know you want to film this, but I was bored and I wanted to kind of help out too. He gets into it just as much as I do as far as like renovating and making spaces look brand new again. But look at the difference. It's so crazy how grody this handrail got. I mean, this house is 20 years old, and I don't think I've washed or wiped down this handrail since we've been here for 4 years. So I don't know if they did it prior to us either. My husband also found some extra trim that we used in our primary closet makeover. And we had just enough to make this pretty little cap over here and then kind of top off the beadboard area. So I guess I got to hand it to him for like keeping extra lumber and extra things instead of returning them. Only one of the steps has a like white riser. Well, I painted it white, it was wood colored, but I think it makes a huge difference. So maybe next time in the next video, I'll have my husband cut down some more risers so it'll just look a little bit more finished over in the stairs. Like, we're trying to make this as budget friendly as possible. But even saying budget friendly, the paint was like, we spent $150 on paint. Paint is really expensive lately. And this is the first coat of the color. Again, I'm just doing white and light. My husband actually picked that out. I said, are you sure you don't want to go with like a light gray or just like a light color? He said, nope, he wants white. We did get it in the satin sheen so that it would hopefully be more wipeable and we can kind of make sure that the walls just don't turn super grimy. So while the second coat of the paint was drying, we wanted to go around and clean everything. I was I was dry brushing, and then my husband's like, hey, let me get out the blower. I just didn't want all of the dust to get all over the wet paint. And then I went in with my cedar mop, and my husband comes in with my Gloss Boss. It is a just motorized tile scrubber. It does a really good job, but honestly, I know we could get the power washer in here, but as you can see, the drywall in this one section, just in this one section, goes all the way to the floor. So I didn't want it to get wet. But we still might end up getting the power washer in here and just being like super careful. I think that's a little silly. I wish they had put block up like they did in the other areas of the garage, because the water heater is over there. Look how gross that was. I had to do this a couple times, dump water and get clean fresh water, but the water heater is over in that section, so if for some reason that ever like flooded, the drywall would be just ruined. These stairs were a hot mess. I did not get paint all over these stairs, by the way. There was just drywall mud and paint already on these steps. These steps are the like the plastic decking, which I really appreciate. We are, like I said, probably gonna get wood risers to go in between so you can't see the step. And also we lose a lot of shoes that way. They were falling like underneath. We use the underneath to store our folding chairs and just to house the cat litter box. Our cats don't use the bathroom in a litter box. They go outside, but it's always good to just have one just in case you need it. And Malcolm was trying to go through the cat door while I was scrubbing everything. We just used a Dawn power wash to scrub down the little stairs and platform and the railings, just because it cuts the grease, and we've had a lot of like dirty hands grabbing on these railings and everything. And I was scraping down any paint or issues. Oh, look how beautiful and clean that railing came. I'm so happy with that. I'm going to add a sealer to it as well. I found this 20 shoe cubby storage. We can fit 20 pairs of shoes in there. That is amazing because the kids like to rotate their shoes a lot. So that is like 5 pairs of shoes for all the grown-ups in the house. It's amazing. I can put things together, but my husband is usually the one that assembles everything. And I was like, I said, how hard could it be? It's just you click everything in spot. You use a little Allen key wrench thing, and it's super easy. It's like anybody could do it, right? And of course, Mom has to stop midway for a popsicle break. He's so stinking cute. But yeah, I put it all together, and then when I was finished, I looked at the thing and I realized I had messed up. I quickly fixed my mishap on the shoe cubby, and it fits perfect. I actually measured to see what would fit this space. I actually had that forethought for once. And our coats fit up there perfectly. My little boat bog bag dupe fits perfectly on top. And there is plenty of space for extra shoes. I am sorry for the jump scare, but I just want to give you another shot of the before. It was a hot, cluttered mess. And then here is an overview of how it looks now. Before of that railing, it was disgusting. And then I'm going to show you a beautiful after shot. And it has come so clean. I do need to put a sealer on it so it stays clean. And here was the unfinished, cluttered, hot mess of all the coats and all the shoes everywhere. And then, of course, the beautiful after of everything nice and neat, and everything has its place. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you guys in a couple weeks probably with the other half of the garage, because we still have a lot of decluttering we need to do. See you next time.